Perhaps you're wondering, if one is looking for something to invest into, then why should it be a watch? Watches don't just help us keep track of time, it also contains the past, memorial, stories and legacies of those who wore them. Watches can be a symbol of those who own them. They're not just simply telling time, but as well telling stories of generations after generations. And in this video we have selected for you these 5 Rolex watches you should invest in this 2022. Aren't you excited to know? If you are, be sure to click the like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell, and let's head on to the video to see the prized timepieces of Rolex. Alright, let's go! Rolex has been a symbol of luxury and class since times immemorial. They're known for its prestige, premium functionality, and unbeatable class. These watches are mass-produced but are still extremely hard to purchase brand new. Most of watch enthusiasts who would love to make money buying and selling watches would have to go to the pre-owned market to get the Rolex they want, and it will surely come with a price. And since you're here to know the best Rolex investment watches this 2022, we have listed these 5 models for you unordered. First we have the Rolex Cosmograph Daytona Ref 116520. The prices for a Daytona Ref 116520 begin around $24,000 to $25,000. The debut of a completely Rolex-produced Daytona in stainless steel made the Ref 116520 one of the hottest sports watches on the market. Nowadays, many collectors seek out this used Rolex for its incredible history and wearable style. This generation Daytona gets its power from the iconic Zenith El Primero movement, making it Rolex's first automatic winding chronograph. The successor to the Zenith Daytona, it was the first Daytona powered by the caliber 4130 and in an in-house chronograph-related movement. This watch also features a traditional 40mm Oyster case worn on a matching flat-link Oyster bracelet, while the bezel is in steel as well and displays a 400mm tachymeter scale. Chronograph triggers join the waterproof screw-down crown and can be used by the wearer to measure increments of time while driving. Meanwhile, the white dial on this watch features chromolite indices and silver subdials to enhance visibility. Rolex Daytona are known for their staggering prices, and this Cosmograph Daytona clearly has its silver subdials. This Daytona may very well increase in value as well. Number 2. The Rolex Explorer II Ref 216570. This is the Rolex Oyster Perpetual Explorer Ref 216570. Known as the Polar Dial, the Rolex Explorer II was created to be a supplementary addition to the existing Explorer collection, rather than a direct replacement for the time-only model that had existed since 1953. The production of the Rolex Explorer II reference 216570 lasted a full 10 years until it was discontinued in 2021, which marked the collection's 50th anniversary. Replacing the Ref 216570 was the updated reference 226570, which featured a new movement but largely resembled its direct predecessor. But just like all Rolex models, the Explorer is a model that has an interesting history of why it was made and how it has been used. This Explorer model has been a part of Rolex Sports collection, as it is a robust and sporty timepiece developed to be able to take a beating and handle rough conditions. One of the most recognizable elements of the watch is its fixed stainless steel bezel with 24-hour markings, and it's made of 904L stainless steel. It is furnished with a sapphire crystal on the front and a solid case back on the rear. The Explorer is overall sporty, universal, and surprisingly works just as well with swim trunks as it does with a suit. Sounds like the best of both worlds, right? And as you've known it, Rolex Explorer has increased in popularity over the years and is among the list of Rolex watches that will likely increase in price, meaning you stand a pretty good chance to earn profits on your Rolex Explorer II investment this 2022. Number 3. Rolex Cosmograph Daytona Green Dial John Mayer Edition. Before Mayer co-signed with the Rolex Daytona collection, this yellow gold green dial piece was grossly selling under the manufacturer's suggested retail price. And just mere 9 months later, the Rolex Cosmograph yellow gold and green dial costs over $37,550, with the highest listed price at $85,500. Yep, the style of this watch is incredible and the color combination pops in true Rolex fashion, but I believe the name has added extra value. John Mayer is known for being a connoisseur of fine timepieces, and this seems to have caught his name. But nope, the watch is not a limited edition paying homage to the famous musician. He said in a watch interview that it was a great steal among Rolex watches. And just like that, the yellow gold Daytona with the green dial got the nickname John Mayer Daytona. This yellow gold and green dial Daytona is sometimes too referenced as the Hulktona, following the nickname of the Submariner Hulk. Although this timepiece is now more of a fashion icon, the 18-karat yellow gold watch was initially designed to be premium timing tool for endurance race drivers. The tachymetric scale on the bezel can read average speed over a given distance with a mixture of its sporty elegance and ultimate functionality. No wonder savvy watcher collectors are still splashing the cash on this one. Another notable thing about this supreme timepiece is the green dial may appear black or bright green depending on the sun's angle. Captivating, right? Fourth, we'll be introducing to you the Rolex Oyster Perpetual Tiffany and Cotton Candy Dials. The Rolex Oyster Perpetual Tiffany or Cotton Candy Dials are excellent options that will surely pay off generously in terms of investment. This scarce timepiece is Rolex's special editions of the Oyster Perpetual, and the entire Oyster Perpetual collection is popular among luxury watch lovers. Since Rolex is popular not using playful color as often, this series was a surprise for everyone, giving them a pop of color they don't expect from the watchmaker company. The 36mm and 41mm steel caliber with a perpetual mechanical and self-winding movement is a brilliant fit for all occasions. So you shouldn't be surprised why it's one of the top Rolex investment watches for 2022. When acquiring these watches, the manufacturer's suggested retail price for the 36mm and 41mm in these colors is around £4,400. However, you may find the Candy Dial online and in pre-owned markets with prices ranging from £13,000 to £15,000. The Tiffany Blue Dial Ref 124300 currently goes for around £30,063, while a year ago it cost around $7,000. Talk about a price hike. And last but definitely not the least, the Rolex DayDate 228235. The Rolex DayDate 228235, which has an MSRP of $39,250, fetches a pre-owned price tag of up to $65,000, making this watch one of the best Rolex investment watches of 2022. This watch is among the elite watches within Rolex and obviously some of the most expensive as well. Also known as the President Watch, this watch is not the introvert, it represents the risks of power and economics in the society. One of the more elegant and sought-after Rolex watches is the DayDate 228235 reference, constructed of rose gold and a green dial, which is a fan favorite. Just like any other Rolex with their signature green, this one is an instant Rolex investment watch. The Rolex DayDate is an exceptional timepiece crafted from elegant materials such as gold, rose gold, and platinum. The DayDate first appeared in 1956, sparring a unique date display. Since then, most varieties of the DayDate collections had been produced, commanding a high demand in the retail market, even the 70s and 80s versions. And this is because they are available in a range of distinctive enamel shades such as orange, turquoise, pink, and yellow. You know what else is fascinating about this Rolex watch? Well, it is the rush of brushing grooves across the dial that diffuses light. It gives the green dial a characteristic glow you probably won't find on any other Rolex. Indeed, an impressive production run that spans decades, the Rolex DayDate is an investment that is synonymous with success and power. Aren't these Rolex watches great for investment? Considering that they are flexible assets, only time will tell you to convert your Rolex into thick grands. Now that concludes our top 5 list of Rolex watches you should invest in this 2022. Which one was your favorite? Comment down below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for more luxurious videos. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.